My style. My style. My style. My style. My style. My style. My style.
Yerp, this perp back with another video. And if you haven't checked out my perp culture podcast episode 7, I will have a link for that in the description below. But right now, I was really anticipating this show because it caught my eye. It just took me a minute to get around to watching it. Finally watched it, and here's what I think. But before I get into what I think, I want to kind of just give you a gist of what this episode is about. So we get introduced to our main character Miles, which he is a young black male that happens to be an atheist, and they waste no time letting you know this within like the first minute of this episode. And I really like how subtle certain things played out in this episode. It definitely was a pilot. So he gets a firm request from God, and he keeps ignoring it and deleting it and deleting it. It's pretty funny. And then he finally caves and says, "Fuck it, let me accept." And then as soon as he accepts it, he has gotten a friend request from this guy named John Dove. He doesn't know why, but he ends up following him. And the guy John, he's about to jump in front of a train. Excuse me. And Miles stops him and saves him from killing himself. And he thinks it's just a coincidence still at this point. So what he does is unfriends God, unfriends John. Like, excuse me. Damn. So he pretty much tries to ignore all this, but yet now God is pretty much firing back at him, messing with his presentations, and because he his whole goal of this, he wants to be on this podcast for Sirius Radio and whatnot, but he gets another friend request by God. This character, our next character, Cara Bloom. Now, Cara Bloom, she writes articles. She's for this magazine. Really, really, really attractive. Uh, Very attractive girl. Very attractive woman, I should say. She's a very attractive woman. And one of the funniest parts is he tries to approach her. I don't. I think he just looked her up or something like that to find her, but to see, he pretty much wanted to see if he was if she was the one behind the God account, and she's looking at him like, "You're crazy. I got Mace, so fall back." Um, and it's crazy. And then God keeps connecting these two throughout this episode, and they end up going on their own adventures trying to find who is behind the God account. Um, there's this interesting scene where we get to see Kara meet her mom for the first time in a while because she left a long time ago in her life. But I don't want to spoil too much of this story because I feel like you guys should go check it out for yourself. Really, really interesting show. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in this season. if it's somewhere close around 20, I'm probably gonna be out. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Honestly, I'm done with shows with 20 plus episode seasons and stuff. Like the only time that's cool is anime. But that's pretty much my review of the first episode. I'm gonna give it a few more watches, a couple more views when more episodes come out, because this story definitely gives me, or I should say this show gives me that This Is Us type vibes. I gotta catch up with that again. Also, I want to watch some more shows like this, but until the next video, I'll check y'all out later. And make sure you check out all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, but I'm out. Peace.